What's going on, everyone? It's Nick and USC. Now, I'm not going to go with the usual setup because this right here is the only USC gear or any kind of apparel that I have at all. Like, I don't have any posters or jerseys. This is all I got. But before we begin, please remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Also, please check out my last video because that absolutely flopped. I'll leave a link in the description. I'll also put it in my end screen. But today I'm here to talk about the USC Trojans and their big win against UCLA. Now, I did want to talk about the Paul George extension, but Rusty Buckets covered that and pretty much said everything that I wanted to say, so it wasn't really worth making a video of just copying everything he says, or, well, I don't know about copy because those are exactly my thoughts anyways, but everything that I had in mind he already said, so it wasn't really worth it. And as for Major League Baseball, which I actually haven't done a video on in quite a while, but James McCann to the Mets, which I would say is a very good move. It may not be JT Realmuto, but definitely a good move. And Lance Lynn to the White Sox, that's definitely a good move too, but it's stuff that other people already covered, so it wouldn't really be worth it for me to go into a full depth analysis of those moves either. So I'm going to talk about the USC Trojans because I have yet to make a video on college sports. And just so everyone's clear, I'm more of a pro sports guy than a college sports guy, but I am a USC football fan, so I'm going to talk about their big win against the UCLA Bruins. Victory bell is ours. So I gotta say, Keaton Slovis is my player of the game, throwing for 5 touchdown passes and 344 yards. And yeah, he may have had those 2 interceptions, but one of those was on a ball that Amon-Ra St. Brown definitely should have caught. But you know what though? Amon-Ra St. Brown, he still had a really good game. 10 catches, 73 yards, and 2 touchdowns, including the game winner. And also Tyler Vaughn's 8 catches for 128 yards, including a touchdown. And also on that last drive when he caught that deep ball while being double teamed to set up that game winning touchdown. And I don't know why the refs wasted their time reviewing that play because it was clear as day that Tyler Vaughn's caught that ball. Drake London, 5 catches, 97 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Give it up for those guys. Oh, and I also definitely cannot forget Vavai Malapai's 110 yards on the ground and his rushing touchdown. That was also big for USC. But now let's also look at the other side of the ball. The defensive player of the game is definitely Talanoa Hufanga. He's been a beast all season, and going into the game, check this out. But for this particular game against UCLA, 17 tackles, including 2 for a loss and an interception. And another big play, that 56-yard kick return by Gary Bryant, because without his big kick return, USC wouldn't have had any shot whatsoever at winning this game because they were out of timeouts by then, which was definitely poor clock management by USC. But anyways, it is a win is a win, right? And I don't know who needs to hear this, but special teams can win or lose games, and this is a shining example of that. And I actually just found out that Gary Bryant Jr. is from Riverside, California, which is where my dad's side of the family is from, and where I actually once lived for a little while. Although I also didn't like both of USC's attempts at 2-point conversions because I just thought it was too early in the game for that, but again, a win is a win. Although, I'll admit I actually missed the first part of the game until a friend messaged me saying USC's down 14-0, like, oh, I gotta watch this, and like, I can't believe I was actually missing part of the game against UCLA of all teams. A big rivalry game, but at least I got to watch most of the game, and USC came up with a win, so I'm very happy about that. This game obviously didn't start out very well for USC, but it's how you finish, not how you start, that matters, right? But for their entire regular season, we can definitely say that they started strong and they finished strong. USC finished the regular season 5-0, despite what wasn't exactly the easiest circumstances. Sure, they didn't play any top-notch teams or anything, but they're 5-0 nonetheless, and with the whole situation going on with college football because of you know what, yeah, they had to start the season late, but undefeated nonetheless. And Friday, Pac-10 championship against Washington, and I think USC could win this game. I'm definitely feeling really good about my NFL team, the New York Giants, upcoming game against the Arizona Cardinals because the Giants are on a hot streak and Arizona hasn't been so hot lately. And I really never imagined myself being optimistic about the Giants this year, but I'm more than happy to be wrong about that. Let's go USC. Let's go Giants. But anyways, that's it for now. Please remember to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell button. Go Trojans. Let's go get that Pac-10 championship.